talking about around town. And you know that they are talking about the Cincinnati Reds because the Reds split the series with Cleveland in a sold-out game at Great American Ballpark.
It was a huge game. Final score for last night's game was 4-2 against the Guardians. The Reds will take a day off today, and then they're going to be hitting the road for a series against the Brewers.
Oh, Tara, I think we're having problems with your mic, so I'm going to read this one. Yeah, more than 42,000 fans were at Great American Ballpark last night to cheer on the Reds. But they were also there for a limited edition bobblehead. Just look at this crowd waiting outside the ballpark. The Ellie De La Cruz City Connect bobblehead. I know, look at that. They were highly coveted, according to people on X. They ran out pretty quickly, obviously, with that crowd. This morning, we checked eBay, and there were listings for Ellie bobbleheads. Of course, we found listing prices from $90 to $174. One was even listed at $500.
And I bet that they wait long enough, they're going to get that money amount. I mean, I expected for people to be there for it, but this...
But this looks like, when you look at this picture behind me and Tara right here, and the one that we showed you earlier, this looks like, if you said to me this is opening day, I would have been like, yeah, that's opening day. Nope.
Honestly, I feel like it may be even a little more than opening day.
A little more. It kind of makes me sad that people just go to get them to sell them. You know, like, hang on to it. But I get it.
That's true.
Tanner wanted me to ask a question back here. We've got several. Our bobblehead shelf is down there. You can't see it because it's blocked by the monitor right now. But we have lots of them. We got lots of Reds. Matt Latos is just the first one that I grabbed. But we also have our Tim Hedrick bobblehead. Oh my gosh. And our Bob Herzog bobblehead. Look at little Bobby. And he was sitting next to the Barbie down there. Yeah, looks just like him. But how much would you pay for a Bob Herzog bobblehead?
Oh, $500.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
All the way up. We could ask people out there how much they would pay for them, and probably a lot of money.
Thankfully, we get paid to hang out with them.
Yes, absolutely.
But I would have wanted one of those.
Bob said he found one at a thrift store.
Oh no!
He's like, I found myself at the thrift store one day.
Did he buy it?
I don't think he did.
I think I would have bought it.
Maybe he was embarrassed or something, but I would have bought it. I have one somewhere.
Man, this guy looks cool.
Right.
All right, so well, we've got some more exciting kind of celebrity local sports lover news. Jason and Travis Kelce, they're going to be investing in a local beer brand.
I love this.
So they announced that they have a big interest in the garage beer that started in Covington. The NFL superstars and University of Cincinnati alumni says it's their first major investment together. Braxton Brewing spun off of its garage beer brand into its own company last year. So now it's headquartered in Columbus and it's sold in 13 states with plans to expand. Obviously getting some investors there, always a good sign.
Yeah, especially those two.
The Kelce brothers. You know, I was looking it up because I feel like every celebrity has some sort of an alcohol.
It's true. I mean, there's so many. Like The Rock has a tequila, right? I'm trying to think of the one brand.
Even
I think
Emma Watson, like people you wouldn't even expect have connections to liquor. So this is why, friends, by 2027, the alcohol market is estimated to be at $2 trillion. They want some of that money.
Money. Yeah. Tanner and I are impressed that you come with facts.
I'm sorry.
You've done your homework every day.
Then it's on my forecasting page.
Well,
so that's just
who I am.
Do what you
gotta do. I know. That's great. I mean, and it makes sense, like you said. I mean, if the alcohol market is going to be that much,
you might as well get a piece of the pie, and they're at the top right now.
And I think it's super cool that they're doing that, though, with a local brand instead of saying, like, we're going to go with some big major brand. We're going to stick with our local guys.
Because a lot of celebrities will make their own just because they want their own personal label.
I'd like to hang out with them in this garage right here. Look how cool this is. There's like a boom box in the background. I wonder where that is. All kinds of cool posters.
But how smart is Braxton Brewing?
Yeah, they're smart. Very smart.
Brilliant.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is also pretty cool. A burger joint found in Greater Cincinnati has the best burger in Ohio for its second year in a row. So Swenson's Drive-In started in 1934 by Wesley T. Pop, as he's known, Swenson. The Drive-In's iconic burger is the Galley Boy, and it has been specifically called out by Reader's Digest as I didn't know Reader's Digest was still around, as a standout item 2 years in a row. It's a double cheeseburger with 2 secret sauces for less than $5. There's a Swenson's in Anderson and one in Oakley.
Less than $5?
Less than $5.
At the top of the list?
Right, and it's a double.
I mean, let's be honest. Most burgers that are at the tip top of yumminess are usually what, 15? $20?
Well, I mean, I feel like even
That's amazing.
like you go to Wendy's and McDonald's and they're doubles,
That
or
much.
I don't know how, but to get that for under $5 is pretty cool. So we asked you to tell us your favorite burger joints around the tri-state. You gave us your recommendations on the ARC Cincinnati with Bob and Jen Facebook page.
And Rhonda writes, my favorite is Quatman's. Pardon me.
That's all right.
Quatman's out of Norwood. Personally, been eating there for 35 years and never been disappointed. That's a huge statement.
This is a lot of people's favorite. I always hear this. I've been there before, and they do have a veggie burger, so I've been there before for that. But Quatman's, people swear by that. And Ryan, who just happens to,
it's Space News.
We're sending Ryan to Space News. Do we have? Is it breaking Space News?
No.
No. All right.
Okay.
Just missed the button, Tanner said. That's okay. We're going to get to that Space News in just a second. But Ryan, who just happens to be my husband, says Turf Club by far the best. It used to be Terry's Turf Club. Now it's just Turf Club, right?
I love that he's chiming
in. He chimed in. He's supporting us. And he's
so cute.
Right from what I hear. And also the Turf Club, I don't know if they still have it since I guess it changed ownerships, but they used to have a shiitake burger out there that was really good. It's vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anything there at the Turf Club. And hasn't
it
Guy Fieri been there a couple times?
Is it mushroom burger filling?
Yeah.
Shiitake mushroom.
Yeah. Because it's a big burger,
steak.
and they put it right on the grill. They do a separate area so it's not mixed with the meat, but they
love
like
that.
the bun is coated in butter, and then they grill it, and so it's just, oh my gosh, everything's so good. I'm so hungry right now.
Well, Barbara says Ford's Garage has a really good cheeseburger.
I have not been to. I tried to get in Ford's Garage once, and it was a 2-hour wait.
Yeah.
So one day we'll get there, but several people commented about Ford's. Judy says local establishment Patrick's Sports Bar and Grill can't be beat. The burger deal Monday through Friday.
Love a good burger deal.
Yeah, and see, I like doing these questions too because then you find out about. I've never heard of Patrick's, so we'll have to. You find out all these cool new places, by asking people these questions.
Write them down though, because I feel like once you're at the point where you forget. So just take a quick little notebook, write them down. Something to do, maybe even this weekend. Inside and air conditioning, probably gonna be a good idea.
So hot.
It's gonna be real hot. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite stories of the day though. Hump Day came early at Sandusky Cedar Point. You've got to check out this video. It doesn't feel real. This was Tuesday night. The two camels running wild.
Oh my gosh!
In the park. Cedar Point says it's not sure how they got out of the petting zoo exhibit. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the camels were quickly returned to their enclosure with no other issues. I mean, that sounds all fun until, have you actually tried to, have you ever ridden a camel?
Yes, I have.
And been close?
Yes, and they will spit on you.
They will spit on you, but they're huge. And their feet are big. And I could see that being really terrifying, having them run around. At first you'd be like, this is fun, and then you realize this isn't supposed to be what's happening.
This person on the TikTok says, I didn't even know they had camels at Cedar Point, and that was my first reaction, but now that I'm thinking about it.
It's just the petting zoo, is that smaller back area.
Yeah, the smaller back area, which I grew up in Columbus, and we grew up, instead of coming down to Kings Island all the time, a lot of times we'd go to Cedar Point.
Yeah, I lived in Cleveland for 3 years.
Yeah, so you would go there too, and it's the petting zoo. Oh my gosh, at least it was just camels.
Scared.
They don't.
So obviously
they're probably not gonna.
Could you imagine a camel coming trotting at you?
It's a big animal running at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
No thanks.
There you go, just trotting down the aisle. Is that in Frontierland? I used to love Frontierland.
I'm so excited.
Go to a can show.
Why
Did you ever go to
not?
one of the can shows there?
I don't think so.
Oh gosh, they're so fun. Get your picture taken in the old timey photos.
You have to do
I think
that.
that's exactly where that is. Reminisce.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
Could be. They're going to get their old timey photos. The camels. All right. Bob may be gone for a few more days, but he is always here in spirit. So we are back with another edition of Where's Bob?
Big face Bob! Just from this picture, not in real life. This morning's clues are a little bit more difficult, so we wanted to give you extra time so you can try and submit your answers.
So listen carefully to this.
It only feels appropriate, since I'm giving you these questions from the great outdoors, that we keep one of our locations in the great outdoors. It's another round of Where's Bob. This time we'll head south of the river. We're in Kentucky, in a location known for its large bovines. It's a place I once did a story about with our good friend Cliff. And it has a name that never ceases to make me giggle. Where's Bob?
I actually know this one.
We know this one. Tanner thought this was going to be hard for us, but I know exactly where he's talking about.
Okay, so this video is posted right now on the ARC Cincinnati Facebook page. First of all, give it a like. They're awesome. I'm just filling in. Bob will be back. And Jen
you are part of this show, girl.
Continues with the fun, but leave your guesses in the comment section, and we will see who gets this one correct. And I actually can get this one.
I can get this one too. And we decided to do it a little earlier today because yesterday we weren't giving people enough time to answer. So go to that ARC Cincinnati with Bob and Jen Facebook page. That video is now posted there in case you want to watch it again, and then comment right there, and then we're going to take your comments later on in the show and see who guessed right.
He's had some good ones.
He has had some good ones.
He's done pretty good.
And just to remind you, that's not where he is right now. He is on leave right now. But these locations, I believe, he shot some of these pictures of where he was earlier last week, and that we're just
because he wanted to continue to be a part of ARC.
He wanted to be a part of the show.
That's very sweet.
Yep.
Hey there. Yeah, you could stop watching right now, but let's be honest, you don't want to do that. Hit the links or click subscribe to see more amazing content from all of us here at Local 12.